Hi, welcome to our home.
Welcome to MTV Cribs.
Come on in. Welcome to our home. This is actually my childhood home, or my teenage year home that I grew up in. We moved in about 3 months ago, and over the past few months we've been doing some like small renos, and I'm really excited to show you some of it. Not everything is done. One of the big things that we redid was actually the staircase, which is like such a huge feature in this house. Obviously it's curved when you come in. It's like the first thing that you see. This all used to be wood, and it was like quite a yellow wood, and so we like completely redid that. We painted. This is a beautiful custom metalwork staircase because it's curved. Everything had to be made exactly for this staircase. And then we put in these light fixtures, which I think are so cool. I'll turn these on. They look really beautiful at night. They actually are bigger. When I first got them in the box, I was worried they were going to be too big, but because this is such a large wall space, you kind of need like quite a large feature. Okay, let's head into my office. So this is actually one of my favorite rooms. I love being in here and working in here, which is so amazing. We put in these custom built-ins. These are from StoreX, and they obviously like custom built them to the space. These are really similar to the ones that we had in our last home. I love them so much that I kind of wanted something similar. I love the kind of flat, really modern looking handles, and then just like the very plain white. There's a little bit of texture on here that you can see, which is really nice. And then I have all of my things fairly organized. Right now I had some of the girls from Crescent Living Co. come in, which was so helpful to kind of put everything away and organize, and it's so nice to have so much space. And then on this side, this is like the nicer side, but I've got like all my makeup organized, all my little bins and stuff. And then we also got this marble piece put in after. So this is not something that StoreX does, but you can have like custom marble pieces put in if you want. I wanted something that like looked really luxe. Obviously this is a forever home and a forever room. So we got this piece put in and I love it so much. And then this is my desk.
Give us some like working. Oh, that's how you work?
That's how a lot of the time I'm on my phone actually. This piece is from Collection by Diaries, one of my very favorite vintage vendors. She's on Instagram.
I didn't know you like vintage.
Love vintage.
Oh, that's so crazy.
This piece I got on Facebook Marketplace. I think it's old CB2. And then quite a few of these pieces we brought over from our old house. Like you guys may remember this beautiful reddy orange rust, thank you.
Is it your first day?
Rust colored couch. And this was from our living room as well. This is a Jaipur living rug that I got at Parliament. This is Parliament as well.
I mean, everything's Parliament.
Everything. This is vintage. And as Andrew will know, the heaviest table in all of the world.
Oh yeah.
The chair is vintage, the blanket is from Parliament. We were actually gonna try and redo the fireplace, but we ended up painting the shelving black, and I'm so happy that we did because I feel like the fireplace is such a cool focal point, and I love the green, especially with the rust color.
I never noticed there's a bit of rust in the fireplace too.
Yeah.
That matches the couch.
This is a very old vintage vase.
Did you get that in Pompeii? Did you dig that up?
It's somewhere from Europe, actually.
Really?
I got it from Landon Antiques, which is a really cool space if you're ever out in Langley, I believe.
I feel like we should just have a wheel that you spin, and like half of it says Parliament and half of it says vintage.
Yeah.
And you can just say, this thing is...
Pretty much the whole house is Parliament and vintage. And then I have this guy. This is Pierre. This is from Collection by Diaries as well. This mirror is old from our old house. And that's it. Okay, so let's move into the dining room. You may also recognize these chairs and the table from our old house, both from Parliament.
Oh, no way.
These are vintage chairs, and then the rug, actually all our rugs are Jaipur living rugs from Parliament. They're such good quality, and I'm such a fan of all of their patterns and everything. This piece is from Parliament, as are all of these really cool vintage vases. I felt like we needed something here because we actually ended up taking out a built-in that was for a TV. And then in the future, we'll probably try and put a fireplace here. Maybe like a big concrete fireplace or something. But we wanted to have something for like extra storage for the baby.
And for your little vase museum.
And for the vase museum that we have here.
Perfect for toddlers.
This is vintage.
Oh, no way.
From Parliament.
Oh, both. A rare combo.
I don't even know why. This piece of art was from our old living room. Everything here is from Parliament. And our living room, I am so incredibly happy with. I feel like it's warm and modern and inviting, but you know, like this beautiful rug, we can still have our toddler play on it, and it's really comfortable to sit on, and you can kind of like get down and play with your kids on it. And because there's so much wood in here, we kind of wanted to do a little bit darker, more dramatic colors. So this couch is a Van Gogh custom couch that is exclusive to Parliament. And then we did it in this really nice gray performance fabric so that, you know, if anything spills, that's fine. And, you know, Theo can go on here.
And even I'm allowed, right?
You are allowed on here.
Yes.
This is such a cool coffee table because it's rounded on the side, so if you have kids, it's a square shape, but there's not super sharp edges because we obviously have a baby coming, and so we need to be aware of that. This chair is vintage from collection by Diaries, and Andrew really didn't like this chair when we first got it, and I was like,
I will say I was wrong. I think it looks cool.
The kitchen is right here. This is one of the largest kind of makeovers in the house.
Modern history? Oh, go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. In modern history?
So you'll see that the cabinetry was all very kind of like orangey yellow, warm colors. And so we decided to go very dark. We worked with Kitchen Makeover and painted all of this, replaced all of the hardware. I do have another video where I go into more detail about kind of like affordable ways to update your kitchen, because we were not in a position to like completely redo the kitchen. Also, I can't believe how expensive construction is now, but that's a whole other issue. But there were some smaller things that we did that made a really big difference. I feel a Kitchen Makeover did such a good job. I feel like you wouldn't even know that these were not actually supposed to be this color. It looks really professional and beautifully done. We also changed out all of the hardware, and the counter is actually like a dark green, and we didn't want to replace everything. So my designer, Ali of 1807 Design, came up with the idea of doing a dark color. A, because we loved the dark kitchen, and B, because it kind of makes the green countertops stand out less, which I thought was really cool. Oh yeah, we also replaced the glass. So it used to be frosted glass. Now it's, I don't know.
Read it?
Read it. We also replaced the faucets, which actually makes a really surprisingly large difference. So these two are from Kohler. I love the gold because I feel like it's a statement piece, and it also has this really cool feature where you can actually take this part out and clean it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then we have our drink faucet as well. So there were a few kind of smaller things that we updated that I think made a really big difference. And then lastly, we have this little corner kind of desk space, which I really love. It actually doesn't get used that much, but
It'll be good for like homework in a few years.
for your homework.
Yeah, for my homework.
And so Kitchen Makeover also painted this and all of this. This used to be kind of the very yellowy wood, and I feel like it makes such a big difference, and it's also kind of a cool styling moment. Probably like the second or the first biggest reno that we did was refinishing the floors. and they're really beautiful. I believe they're oak, but they were just stained like a very yellow, shiny color. So we ended up getting all of the floors sanded down and refinished, and it's obviously really beautiful wood, and we're super lucky to be able to just like refinish it and not have to redo it. But that made such a huge difference in kind of modernizing and lightening the house and just making it feel like brighter. And
yeah, and then we put rubs on the
Andrew
wood.
was like, this is so expensive, are you sure it's gonna make a huge difference? And I was like, yes.
This video is about how I was wrong several times.
Yes.
And I will say I was wrong about that too.
So that's it so far. We are working on the TV room, which I'll just give you a little sneak peek just because we painted it. It looks so good.
It's finished.
So it used to be white and we decided to paint it obviously green. It took me quite a while to come up with the green color. I will insert some photos here of me deciding between probably 10 different green colors, but we've ordered a dark salmon colored couch that will go in here. We thought it was like a cool room to do something a little bit different with. So stay tuned. Kitchen makeover also painted this cabinet and this sink as well. So we did them black, and we're obviously still working on the bathroom. We're gonna do wallpaper, and we've got a new really cool mirror that I found on Etsy. And we're also gonna do new faucet, toilet, all that stuff, but that will be coming soon.
Yeah, so you can imagine everything that has now been painted black and dark used to basically be this color.
Thanks for coming along for our house tour.
Sorry, can you do that hand movement again? That was amazing.
We feel so lucky to be able to be here and to be in this space that we kind of otherwise wouldn't be able to. We are living with my dad. We're kind of doing multi-generational living on the property. I'm really excited how everything is coming together. I've been working really hard with Ali of 1807 Design and also with Parliament on kind of having everything come together in a way that's really warm and inviting and modern, but I can also have a dog and a toddler and in the future a baby and not worry too much about everything. There's tons of home and decor content coming. I will also link a few other videos that I have, and I'll see you next time.